Recently, former Heisman Trophy winner Troy Smith made headlines when he got in trouble for allegedly driving while under the influence of marijuana and possession of drug paraphernalia. I sat down with Troy, who explained to me his history with both marijuana, which he prefers to call cannabis, and football. For him, the two have gone hand in hand.
I remember the first time that I was asked to run a down and out.
Troy Smith learned about pain.
When I caught the ball, I collided with one of my buddies.
At just 7 years old.
As soon as I got up and looked at him, I saw 3 versions of him. And immediately I knew this wasn't right.
And then, relief.
12 years old, a guy that was on my youth football league team with me introduced me to something that from 12 on to now has helped me, and I didn't even know what was going on.
You started cannabis when you were 12?
Well, that was the first time I ever tried it. I had a chronic headache prior to. We sat down for 5 minutes in his backyard, in his garage. My headache was gone, and then immediately after that, we went and played some more pickup football.
As football became his love, cannabis became what he calls his medicine. I assumed that you were using cannabis the whole way through college?
Not the whole way. Didn't really start using it until I really got on the field. I remember my first jarring hit. The trauma was incredible to where when I got up, the maroon or red hues that was in the jersey made me think that Indiana's sideline was my sideline. And then my center literally grabbed me. Dude, where you going? But then the adrenaline kicks in. You know what I mean? You got 100,000 people saying, go Troy, go Troy. And you flip the switch, you back at it.
And then after the game, you used cannabis to
come back down to earth, yeah.
Out of football in 2014, Troy is back to earth, and the reality of his use has become more public. In 2016, he got arrested for drunk driving and possession of cannabis.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good, and yourself?
He struck a plea deal and got help. But then this past October, he got in trouble again, this time for cannabis.
I was wrong. All types of apologies have been issued out. It's not legal to carry the drug. It's not legal to bring it from one portion of the state to the next, and I was in trouble for that. This is where I was wrong.
While he apologizes for breaking the law, he firmly believes cannabis helps him.
You got guys banging their head and destroying brain cells. When I get a chance to, in a more holistic and natural way, medicate myself and take care of myself, I get so much more done out of my day.
Different athletes take different approaches to dealing with the effects of playing football.
You gotta hit hard at the...
Some routes, not as healthy as others.
It scares me that my brothers take the route of alcoholism, prescription pills, opioids. Some of us have to pass away for that, for the actual public to understand CTE.
Football is over for Troy, but the damaging effects of the game still linger. Cannabis will soon be available to him legally in the state of Ohio, but many still question, is this the best option to treat pain and head trauma? Is there a recreational motivation? Will people become addicts? Troy can't speak for all, but he says he believes cannabis is, and always has been, the best answer for him.
Everybody will be different. As much as I can, I keep trying to reiterate that this is the portion that helps me be sane and safe. And hopefully the trickle-down effect will, have some type of good uproar for all of my fellow athletes.
I will be releasing the full interview with Troy this week on my podcast, Brilliant Perspectives. He reveals what percentage of his college and NFL teammates he thinks used cannabis as well. He also talks about his knowledge of how cannabis helps heal the body.